Today we're going to be talking about the one emotion that causes a guy to lose respect for you. All right, this one emotion pretty much has been the one thing that stopped humans from achieving their potential. This emotion will literally stunt your growth, and it will cause you to live in abusive kinds of relationships where men don't respect you. And to me, this is a very important subject because this is something that I'm trying to communicate to my Delexians out there. I'm trying to make them not feel this emotion. Actually, I'm trying to make you feel this emotion more, but with more consciousness. So we're going to talk about it, how to reverse it, and how to use it for the positive. This is going to be a very important video for you guys. You see, the feeling of fear is a vital emotion for survival. It stimulates our body to move and helps us survive. But the animal has to let go of this fear once it's over. But humans, on the other hand, they keep that fear, and it needs a source to express itself. See, humans have transcended the hunter kind of thing that we used to be. We were all afraid of animals because we needed to survive. But that fear of death, of other animals, hasn't left us yet. It takes many years for us to evolve up past it. But that fear is there, but there's no reason for it because animals are not threatening us. So that fear then transcends into other things. Fear of death, fear of displeasing people, fear of being alone. All of those things exaggerate the opponent's, the enemy's strengths, and it diminishes your own strength through an illusion. It's all a mirage. As a result, it's expressed in our daily lives and paints our reality, but it remains unconscious. It arises when challenges happen and you go into passivity, and your fearful attitude imbues everything that you do, including your relationships. When you give into fear, it sucks all of your energy and confidence. Men operate in this way. When a man sees a woman, a man is trying to do two things. Well, humans in general. These are three laws of human nature that you guys need to understand. One, humans are always sensing for weakness. They're always sensing for weakness. Just like we, as kids, we always sense what we could get away with our parents. Two, people are always given signs of either strength or weakness. You're always given signs of either strength or weakness. And three, humans cannot resist an easy victory over a weak victim. And a weak victim generally is afraid. A weak victim isn't a victim that's not strong physically. Because usually, if you know somebody's gonna hurt you, even though if you win, if you know that person's gonna hurt you, you rather move on to a target that you could easily attack without it hurting you. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't fuck with bees. Motherfuckers will sting you. It's not that big. But I'm not gonna fuck with them. I'd rather fuck with ants. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that shit. Okay. All right. By the way, ladies, I have a seminar coming up in September in London, and it's also a Zoom seminar. So if you cannot attend in person, you can also attend on Zoom. So go check it out in the description down below. So fear enhances the power of your enemy and decreases yours through an illusion. So what happens when you fear? Right. This is what happens. I wrote this down. They tend to people who fear tend to remember emotions more and with more vividness, and react to them with more intensity. They dwell in the past pain more often. This is why they have a hard time forgetting. They also feel more anger and resentment, causing a lot of problems in relationships. They can turn possessive with their partners, prone to more jealousy. The threat of losing them makes them hypervigilant. Their cry for help is extra out of fear of losing them. So they adapt strategies to keep people around them, such as sickness, complaining, manipulation, or acting like the victim. This intense desire for connection is a result of unconsciously believing that you can't make it happen. They feel that because they don't believe they could find somebody who could make them feel happy. So they exaggerate those fears because their fantasies is controlling their thoughts. They don't have a positive expectation. This keeps your wounds alive and reoccurring. And why fear? Fear is not just fear of the fucking dark. It's a general fear that branches out into every area of your life. Fear of losing him. Fear of him displeasing you. Of you displeasing him. Fear that he won't like you. Fear that he'll leave you. Fear that people won't like you. You see, that fear is not just a fear towards him, it's a fear towards life itself. And at the end of the day, it comes down to the fear of death itself. But that's for a whole another subject. and a whole nother course. But it's the general fear. And the thing is, a lot of you guys are not conscious of this fear. You guys are not conscious of it. You guys are not trembling. But you sense it in the form of anxiety. It has transformed as a way that you could justify. It's more anxiety. When you're waiting for that text, you're fearful. When you're about to confront them, you're fearful. He has intimidated you. Life has intimidated you. And when you fear losing somebody, you're not going to feel your strength anymore. So because you don't feel your strength, you're going to succumb to them because you don't feel powerful. You don't believe you can find somebody that can love you one day because it has never been confirmed in your life. So the next exercise I want you to do is to just begin to visualize yourself being in a happy relationship. Almost like goal setting. Write down your happy relationship. Write down what's going to look like. What are the things you expect? What are the things you're not going to tolerate? What are the things you're going to tolerate? Visualize how much they love you. Visualize how much they respect you. And how does it look like having a man that respects you? How do you feel having a man that respects you? How does he feel when he respects you? Visualize that fucking vision every single day of your life. Once a day in the morning, visualize that vision. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes. Write it down. Write down how that looks. Put it in an audio and then tell yourself, I see myself waking up. I see this beautiful hunkalicious of a man waking up. He doesn't have to be beautiful and hunkalicious, but you see, but you feel more the experience of being respected. Feel that this guy respects you. Feel that feeling of being willing to walk away from that motherfucker if he disrespects you. Feel that anger, that resentment, that if he fucks with you, you're gonna leave him, almost as though you're resenting that. The way to overcome that fear is with aggressive action, bold, aggressive action. Because you have to be willing to walk away from them. Simply because at first the pain of leaving somebody is the hardest. But if you do it early, when things are not when you're not as attached and you're already getting red flags, it's not gonna be as painful. But what I don't want you to do is to stay with a guy you are afraid to lose, to the point that you handicap yourself, to the point that you're not afraid to confront them, to the point that you just keep your fucking mouth shut whenever he disrespects you. That I don't want my subscribers going through that. That's not what I want. Because there's two ways that people deal with fears, right? One, passive. You avoid the situation and you feel more fragile. You don't want to lose that motherfucker. You're afraid to lose that dude. You're like, I don't want to lose him. He's special. Yeah. That second way is proactively. You put yourself in the position in those situations and you are forced to face them because of some circumstance. You are then shown your true powers. When you face those fears, when you confront people, you then show yourself the potential that you have. And let me show you how to do it. 1 second. Naturally, women have gender roles, right? And women are told to be less assertive. Women naturally are more assertive when they're young. That's why women love to change their environment. It's an expression of their assertive energy, right? So your task is to free yourself from the rigidity of gender roles and see the power of exploring the mid-ranges of your personality. If you're a soft person, return to your assertive side. If you're an assertive person, move towards your soft side. When confronting people, train yourself to respond in different ways. If you're normally attack, defend, and vice versa. When you ask somebody, hey, can you open the door? You know when you're asking somebody to open the door, hey, can you open the door? Motherfuckers start smiling. Learn to, hey, can you open the door for me? When you're asking for a favor, hey, can you do me a favor? No. Hey, can you do me a favor? Learn to not fucking smile for everything, right? All of those things, you want to have little moments of assertion. Moments when you say clear no's. Somebody asks you for money, you say no. When the guy is all of a sudden acting weird with you, not texting you back, you give him a taste of his own medicine. When a guy's acting passive aggressive with you and he's taking a days to text you back, you literally give those guys a taste of their own medicine. You go on the offensive. When a guy's treating you like shit, you dump that motherfucker. And then you show yourself, you prove yourself that you're gonna find somebody that loves you. You're gonna visualize it and you're gonna take action. You're gonna put yourself in a position where you meet people. You're gonna put yourself in a position where there are men around you that you can meet that have good character. Because if you don't do this, you're never gonna face your fears. You're always gonna be running away. And the way that you run away from your fears is by always trying to please the guy. By always trying to avoid the inevitable. Always trying to make sure that he stays happy, even though it's at your cost. Because you believe this is the best that you can do. Motherfucker, this is not the best that you could do. This is the worst that you could do. You could do way better than that. And if you have a bad history with men abusing you, first of all, go get therapy. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting you get therapy. I get therapy too. The second thing, confront those fears. Dump that punk ass motherfucker. Dump that nigga. Dump him. Show yourself that you're able to survive. Show yourself that you're able to deal with the pain. Show yourself that you're able to sustain yourself even in moments of pain and frustration. Show yourself that you're able to survive. Show yourself, prove to yourself that. Stop running away from your problems. Don't be a little bitch. Be strong. If he's abusing you, you can leave. Now, sometimes you can't leave because you don't have the resources. I get it. Go talk to somebody who specializes in that. There's social services for that. But sacrifice the short term. Sacrifice being alone. Sacrifice struggling financially for the next year or so. Because you don't have them. Because your freedom, your liberty, your self-esteem, your self-respect is worth more than being with a punk ass dude who disrespects you. It's way more. All of my Alexians, you guys do that shit. You guys sacrifice momentary satisfaction for long-term respect of yourself. Because you lose respect for yourself when you allow guys to do that shit to you. Confront your fears. I can promise you, once you learn to confront your fears, your character will change. New parts of your character will come out because they were being suppressed by your own fears. And you'll see new sides of yourself. Sides that you can respect. See yourself as a parent. And see your weak side as a kid who's being bullied. And feel that resentment towards those kids who are bullying your kid. And stand up for yourself. Don't let people put you down. Don't let people tell you you're not worthy. Don't let people tell you you're not strong. Don't let somebody call you a doofus. Don't let a man insult your intelligence. If a man is insulting your intelligence, motherfucker, you better feel angry. You better feel angry. You better feel angry. You better feel that resentment when somebody disrespects you. Because if you watch my channel, you were like this before, but not anymore. I have a tribe of women who respect themselves, who are rational, who are long-term thinkers. I tell my guys on my guys channel, careful dating women careful dating my Alexians. They're not women to fuck with. There are not many out there, but the few that are, they know that if a guy steps over the line, shit's gonna go down, motherfucker. Shit's gonna go down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the emotion is fear. Let go of that fear. Confront your fears. If you're afraid of displeasing a guy, who the fuck cares? Tell him to go fuck himself. Don't be afraid of displeasing him. Don't be afraid that he's gonna leave you. If he's gonna leave you and you're afraid that he leaves you, do it now. Don't wait. Confront your fears. Attack. Go on the offensive. And you'll see how things change. All right?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.